Uh, it's just, how do you even go? How do you even start with this? There's a fundamental flaw in kind of snowflaking your way through arguments. And the thing is that these players, including Altuve, really, really went up the ladder from being even looked at, from even being looked at to, getting signed to getting developed, minor leagues, farm system, rookie league, single A, double A, triple A. And when you look at somebody who has overachieved all the odds like Altuve, who has just literally erased every single naysayer out there, it's so amazing to watch him overcome the odds and literally go from being told he can't do it to being hired by the Astros to making it to the show and all of the absolutely amazing things he has done, not only to play in Major League Baseball and the Major League level, but be kind of you know 8.5 years now, or is it, yeah, 8 years and 57 games, and then so 8.5 years now, and three-time batting champion, American League MVP, a playoff MVP, ALCS MVP. The littlest player in baseball took out the biggest name last year with the most beautiful swing I have ever seen in my entire life. And all I get from these people, these snowflakes, is cheaters, cheaters. It's so insane. It's so insane. Hey, you guys haven't frustrated me at all. I just like sharing my thoughts to give a few other people a little bit of fuel. If they want to win an argument, believe me, I don't want to win an argument. If it makes your pathetic life a little bit better to call people cheaters and name call or do whatever you want, go for it. That's sad. You're sad. You're sad. The beauty in life is walking the walk of respecting all people and enjoying the moment. I don't even think in your soul when you call somebody a cheater, you're enjoying that moment. It's so sad. It's so sad. I want you guys to have a happy life, and I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Have a happy holiday season from Thanksgiving all the way up to Christmas and New Year's. Enjoy with your families. And it's so weird that common sense isn't really common. I used to say that 99% of people realize that respecting everybody else is something everybody should do. But it's so funny that it's actually not 99%. Everybody knows that you should respect everybody else. You don't have to subdivide it any time. But it's so weird that not very many people actually do it. And why is that? Well, here's the reason. Because it's hard to do and people don't want to take the hard road. Keep your manners and keep your respect. And realize that when it comes to the cheating scandal, that it literally, we're talking about players that have developed themselves. They just want to see the ball, hit the ball. And lastly, a lot of players do not see value in being told about the pitch. It just distracts them and makes for sloppy baseball. Anyway, you guys keep the faith, stay positive. I'm making it crystal clear. I support the Astros the entire way. Do I think what they did is wrong? I don't know the degree or who was involved in everything, but they just want to have a good holiday season also. So they probably don't want to deal with it, the players. This is their only rest. So you can't blame them for not wanting to be part of it. But I support them fully. I do not agree with anything wrong done, but that doesn't take away from Altuve being the greatest hitter on the planet and having the most beautiful swing on a pitch. Believe me, it doesn't matter what you're told. I'm going to go through that pitch piece by at bat piece by piece. And believe me, when you're down and somebody's not, when you take the first pitch, that means he's a first pitch swinger. When you take the first pitch, that means he's doing something different. He sees the bigger situation. And when you're down in a 2-0 count, the way they get back into the count is to throw off-speed slider in the zone. That's the only way you can get back in. Even Chapman said he did that. So he kind of knew what pitch was coming. If you play enough baseball, when you have a 2-0 count or an 0-2 count, things change. Or when it's a 1-1. When it's a 1-1, you want to throw a competitive pitch just outside of the edges, and there's different ways to attack it, but each scenario has a very specific reaction. And that was you could see that slider coming even on a 2-1 count. He wanted to get back into it. He didn't want to go down 3-1. So it's a guessing game, but when you're down in the count, you're going to throw off speed in the zone, or maybe you're not going to see the four-seam fastball is such a straight pitch. You're not going to throw a four-seam fastball. You want something with a little bit of movement in the zone, and throwing a slider in the zone is what was required in that it just makes sense because that's one of his pitches. So if you look at his entire pitch repertoire, and that's what the pitch sequence required, and that's what was getting him back into the count. And no matter what, Altuve was locked and loaded and took that slider no matter where it was, took a pitch he could handle. And you can't handle a 99-mile-per-hour fastball that's like 2 feet out of the zone, like the first pitch. And he took a pitch that he could handle, and he rocked it and did exactly what a batter like him does. And that was his Merry Christmas present to me. I like it. Hey, out of all these videos I made about him, I can tell you this. My one goal is just one day to get an autograph or shake his hand or get like a small interview, just... Man, that's all I want out of it. Anyway, Merry Christmas to you guys. Thanks for listening to my video. Oh, let me add one other thing. Let's look at these 2 replies here. Let's make it even a little bit longer. Camper Tony, in light of what's happening with all the cheating allegations, this video is not aging well at all. If the Astros are guilty of cheating, the World Series should be nulled. Wow. Okay, let's look at my reply here. Okay, Tony, I understand your feeling. I think the video ages well, actually. Everyone is entitled to their viewpoint, and I respect yours. He won't reply to this because I took the high road, and there's nothing else to say. If I took the low road, believe me, he would reply. Camper Tony. Chris Worthington. It's hard to look at any Astros baseball nowadays and not think of cheating. Certainly not anything from the last 3 seasons. Okay, Chris, I understand. In this world of cynics and critics, I still see the beauty in the world constantly. I love my team. That's all I've got to say about it. Chris, good luck to you and your family. And I don't have anything bad to say to you. Or, even though you said something bad about, my team, it's okay. But it's not hard for me to look at the Astros and not think about cheating. It's just not. If you look at, let's say, the Yankees, their team is so stacked. We are the little engine that could. Their team is so stacked. Out of all like 39 or 40 of their players on the expanded roster, they only have like 6 players that aren't at least bronze players. They have like literally 34 bronze, silver, gold, and diamond players. That is buying a championship, which, hey, more power to them. They built the globalization of baseball in a sense. So I respect them. Their fans need to take the high road a little bit more. We're all in this world together. It's something we can all work on. But long story short, happy holidays, Chris. Good luck to you. Anyway, that's my whole video. I'm just going to leave it at that. Thanks for listening, guys. And just to let you know that, common sense isn't common. and keep taking the high road. If you like my thoughts, please push the like button. It helps generate a little bit of traction on these videos, and which is the goal of the channel to a degree, besides sharing thoughts. Anyway, that's my deep thought for today. Take care. See you next time.